Hello learners, in this video we will study algebra and matrices. Addition of matrices. The condition necessary for addition of matrices are the matrices to be added to each other must be comparable, that is, each of the matrices must have equal number of rows and columns. Symbolically, m1 equals to m2 is equals to m3 and so on, and n1 equals to n2 is equals to n3 and so on. Add the corresponding elements of each of the matrices and put their sums in the same order. It may be noted that matrix addition has the following important properties, of which one may take advantage of the matter of computations. A. It is commutative. B. It is associative. C. It has additive identity. D. It has additive inverse. Subtraction of matrices. Both the matrices must be equivalent to each other. This means that each of the matrices must have equality in respect of the other numbers of their rows and columns. Subtract the elements of the matrix from the corresponding elements and put their sum in the same order. Multiplication of matrices. There can be two types of multiplication with the matrices. They are first, scalar multiplication. Second, multiplication proper. Scalar multiplication. When each element of a matrix is multiplied by a constant number called a scalar, it is called scalar multiplication. Scalar multiplication is distributive over addition. Multiplication proper or multiplication of matrices. The multiplication among two matrices is possible only when the number of columns of the first matrix is equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. In other words, a matrix A is conformable to another matrix B for multiplication, that is, AB exists only when the number of columns in A equals to the number of rows in B. Now let us see an example to understand matrix multiplication. Place the matrices in a horizontal without putting any sign with it between them. Second, multiply each element of the first row of the multiplicand by the corresponding element of the first column of the multiplier and get them total to obtain the first element of the first row of the product matrix. Similarly, multiply each element of first row of the multiplicand by the corresponding element of the nth column of the multiplier and get them totaled to obtain the nth element of first row of the product matrix. Properties of multiplication. The matrix multiplication has the following important properties. It is not commutative. This means AB is not equals to BA always. It is associative. It is distributed over addition. Transpose of a matrix. A matrix which is obtained by changing the rows into their respective columns or the columns into their respective rows of a matrix is called a transposed matrix. To obtain such matrix, the first row R1 of a given matrix is made the first column C1, the second row R2 is made the second column C2 and so on. Or the first column C1 is the first row R1 and the second column C2 is made the second row R2 and so on. The transpose matrix is denoted by A. So we have covered addition, subtraction, multiplication and transpose of a matrix in this lecture. Thank you.